Contrasts of Life Experience, a spiritual journey through light and shadow. Martinez's worldview, emphasizing cosmic duality, spiritual evolution, and the unseen support guiding humanity. Martinez teaches that human life oscillates between two extremes, the darkness of suffering and the radiance of ecstasy. Like the agony of Gethsemane and the glory of resurrection, we traverse a path of contrasts. These highs and lows are not random, they are the crucible of our spiritual growth, shaping us as unfinished beings evolving toward wholeness. Children, too, experience sorrow and joy, yet their sorrows are fleeting when cradled by love. Parents, as earthly guardians, mirror the celestial care that surrounds us all. For the child, healing is simple, a hug, a kind word. But adulthood often strips away this simplicity. As we age, suffering deepens. Material burdens, existential dread, they can feel inescapable. Some, believing death is freedom, choose suicide. But Martinez reveals a profound truth. Our struggles are not physical, they are spiritual trials. The mind, not the body, traps us in darkness. The suicidal soul, freed from the body, finds no peace. Their mental prison persists, a purgatory of their own making. Cut off from light, they dwell in isolation, until they cry out for help. Even the staunchest atheist in desperation will eventually seek higher aid. Through prayer, the soul shifts its frequency. Guardian spirits, always present yet unseen, flood the darkness with light. Like parents soothing a child, they dissolve despair with love. This is the cosmic safety net. No soul is ever truly alone. Martinez's vision reminds us, life's contrasts are purposeful. Suffering and joy, crucifixion and resurrection. They are steps in an eternal dance. Our guardians walk beside us, urging us to trust the journey. For even in the darkest night, the dawn awaits. The Earth Human's Freedom to Experiment, a cosmic journey through choice and consequence. Martinez's worldview, emphasizing humanity's mental liberation, karmic evolution, and the purpose of suffering as a path to divine alignment. Martinez teaches that Earth humans are mentally free, but spiritually unfinished. Unlike animals, we possess self-awareness, the power to experiment, to discern from the world. This freedom is a double-edged sword. We learn through trial and error, but we must face the consequences of our choices. Suicide, wars, greed, these are experiments gone awry, but consequences are not punishment. They are natural echoes of our own actions. Guardian spirits may soothe our pain, but they cannot erase the seeds of our choices. Those seeds buried in our overconsciousness will sprout anew in future lives until we learn to heal them. Nervous breakdowns, wars, poverty, these are not random. They are karmic fruits of seeds we planted in past lives. Our overconsciousness, the cosmic library of our soul, holds talent kernels, shaped by every thought and deed. These kernels will unfold, creating our reality until we master aligning them with life's laws. Martinez reveals a cosmic purpose. Through endless experiments, successes and failures, we refine our talent kernels. Over lifetimes, these evolve into wisdom, compassion, and creativity. The goal? To think and act in total harmony with life's laws, becoming co-creators with the divine. Guardians ease our pain, but cannot override free will. They nudge us toward light, helping us unlearn destructive patterns. Yet true liberation comes only when we choose to transform our talent kernels, from fear to love, chaos to harmony. We are eternal students in the university of existence. Every life is a lesson, every crisis a chance to evolve. Martinez's vision reminds us, our freedom to experiment is not a flaw, it is the engine of cosmic growth. Through darkness, we learn to become the light. Evolution and the Guardians of the Threshold, a cosmic journey through human transformation. Martinez's worldview, emphasizing humanity's evolutionary ascent from animal instincts to spiritual enlightenment, the role of karma, and the necessity of confronting inner guardians to achieve true wisdom. Martinez reveals that humanity's talent cores, the seeds of our instincts and tendencies, were forged over eons. Born in the animal kingdom, these cores carry primal impulses. Even now, as civilized beings, we wrestle with their shadows. They are not flaws. They are the raw material of our evolution. Civilization is a fragile mask. Beneath our intellect lies the jungle mind, a relic of our animal past. Technology and culture cannot yet tame the explosive forces within. We are, as Martinez teaches, intellectualized animals, our higher selves still nascent. Through countless lives, we refine our cores. Some now tread lighter on the path. Fewer destructive acts, more conscious choices. A rare few seek initiation, yearning to unravel life's mysteries. Yet even seekers face peril. The earnest seeker risks imbalance. Fanaticism or hyper-rationality can distort the path. Martinez warns, to chase light without shadow or logic without heart is to court chaos. The ego, not the soul, becomes the guide. To cross the threshold of enlightenment, we must confront the guardians, our unresolved fears, pride, and illusions. These are not enemies, but teachers. Only by acknowledging them can we dissolve the primal cores and step into wholeness. The initiated human is not flawless, but whole. They wield intellect and emotion as one, aligned with life's laws. Their talent cores, once wild, now sing in harmony with the cosmos. This is Martinez's promise. Evolution is not a destination. It is the courage to cross thresholds, again and again. The illusion of enlightenment, true cosmic consciousness versus false prophets. Martinez's worldview, emphasizing the dangers of artificial spirituality, the necessity of humility, and the organic emergence of cosmic consciousness through overcoming one's lower nature. Even the most devout seeker carries unfinished fragments of their primal self. Martinez warns, the hunger for enlightenment can birth false prophets, those who preach light while clinging to ego, fanaticism, and the urge to dominate. False prophets wear masks of holiness, but their fruits betray them. Judgment of others, thirst for power, and rigidity. They demand conformity, not growth. Their light is a flashlight in the dark, blinding, not illuminating. Many chase cosmic glimmers through force, extreme fasting, drugs, or rigid rituals. These methods may spark fleeting visions, but they are mirages. The light they touch is a false dawn, awakening the guardians of the threshold, pride, delusion, and fear. True cosmic consciousness cannot be forced. It arrives unannounced, often when we feel least ready. It blooms from the soil of humility, after lifetimes of silent growth. The initiated see the divine not in grand visions, but in the ordinary, a flower, a breath, a heartbeat. The genuine cosmic glimmer arrives when we stop grasping. It is not a reward for perfection, but a mirror. When we surrender our need to control, the universe reflects our innate wholeness. Enlightenment is not a crown to seize. It is the quiet recognition of who you've always been. Martinez's truth. Cosmic consciousness is not escape, but integration. The muddier the waters of our imperfections, the stronger the roots of wisdom. The guardians of the threshold are not enemies. They are the soil from which our enlightenment grows. The danger of spiritual vanity, a cosmic warning. Martinez's worldview, emphasizing the perils of forcing enlightenment, the karmic cost of ego-driven spirituality, and the redemptive power of humility. The seeker craves enlightenment like a trophy. Fasting, rituals, relentless focus. They demand cosmic union. But Martinez warns, the ego that chases light is the same ego that blinds. Without moral maturity, this hunger becomes spiritual vanity, a spark that ignites infernos. Artificial enlightenment is a live wire. Without grounding in compassion, the cosmic high voltage burns. Threshold guardians, bitterness, jealousy, delusion emerge. The seeker, once radiant, now scorches others with their unresolved shadows. The unripe soul, drunk on counterfeit light, becomes a danger. They persecute those with genuine wisdom, mistaking their own reflection for truth. Their karma, a chain of suffering, both inflicted and endured. Yet suffering is the cosmos's scalpel. Through lifetimes of pain, the seeker's vanity dissolves. Humility blooms, compassion becomes their compass. Only then, the guardians retreat, their lesson learned. True enlightenment arrives not with fanfare, but in a whisper. When the seeker stops chasing, the cosmos meets them. No rituals, no force, only the quiet recognition, I am already home. Martinez's promise, the guardians of the threshold are not jailers, but midwives. They birth us into wholeness through the very fires we once feared. Enlightenment is not escape, it is the courage to burn, and in burning, become. The slow, patient ripening, embracing humility on the path to cosmic unity. Martinus's worldview, emphasizing organic spiritual growth, the sanctity of humility, and the transformative power of surrendering to life's rhythms. Those who've tasted cosmic truth rarely speak of it. Instead, they radiate it. Martinus teaches, genuine enlightenment births humility. These souls don't chase followers. They become quiet lamps, guiding others through simple acts of love. Artificial seekers, drunk on spiritual pride, repel what they claim to seek. Their light casts shadows, division, envy, control, yet even the humblest soul carries unfinished fragments. The difference? Humility keeps those shadows from swallowing the light. Cosmic glimpses are not permanent at first. The light fades, old habits resurface. Yet each struggle with the guardians refines us. Through years of silent surrender, the lotus blooms deeper until animal nature yields to divine. To walk as Christ walked is not to perform miracles, but to be one. Martinus Christ's being is not a title, it is a vibration. Those who serve without fanfare, who dissolve ego in service, become bridges between heaven and earth. The great birth comes not with trumpets, but as a seedling cracks the soil. When animal nature dies, the Christ self rises, a being of pure alignment wherein and Father are one. This is the fruit of patience, a life that heals the world. The guardians of the threshold are not enemies. They are midwives of the soul. Through lifetimes of falls and rises, they sculpt us into vessels of grace. Martinus's promise, the path is long, but every step is home.